Shocking new Mandela Effect that I discovered not too long ago. It probably won't affect most people, but if you are one of them that this does affect, please let me know. And this is in regards to the Hindu deity Shiva. Now, what gender is Shiva typically depicted as? Would you say male or female? For me, Shiva has always been depicted as a female. And now, to my astonishment, all images are now male and references male. There is an androgynous kind of aspect to Shiva. Shiva Shakti refers to both male and female aspects in the same deity, and they're kind of expressed at times, but not typically referred to in pronouns as she, and not typically have I seen any where he now depicted as a female. So this here is the image outside of CERN, the Large Hadron Collider in Switzerland. And as I recall, this image has now changed several times. First, I've always remembered Shiva as having six arms, 3 sets. And they were clearly visible on this statue. And now he only has 4. And on top of that, the position of the arms seems to have changed. It's not quite as apparent just looking head on that this figure has 4 arms, whereas before they were more spread out and you could see them very easily, as well as a strikingly feminine figure to this image. Now it is clearly a male figure. So if this strikes you in any way as unusual, please pay attention to more here. So here is what I would call residue of Shiva being referred to as a goddess. And these are all the books, or many of them anyway, where I found quotes from Google Book Search where Shiva is referred to as the Hindu goddess. And you can see some of them here. Hindu goddess with multiple arms, Hindu goddess of destruction and rebirth, Hindu goddess of death, Goddess Shiva with her many limbs, Goddess Shiva with inundating the room. Here we keep going here. Female pronouns referring to Goddess Shiva. And I like the one coming up here, referring to Goddess Shiva and CERN. Outside CERN headquarters, CERN also has chosen its mascot, the Hindu goddess Shiva, the goddess of destruction. Another thing I'll add here is some people might say, well, maybe you're confusing Shiva with Kali. Maybe that's what people are doing. Kali is another Hindu goddess of destruction, a little bit more menacing looking, and it's kind of a counterpart to Shiva. But I've always known that Kali is this figure, a female figure, similar to Shiva in appearance perhaps, but they were both female, not male and female. So here is some more evidence here, doing eBay search, where people list Goddess Shiva, Hindu god, but the product or image looks masculine, does not look like a goddess. Here, Hindu goddess Shiva pendant. This is clearly a masculine figure with broad shoulders, biceps, not a goddess. Shiva Hindu goddess. Nope. Here is one that I found an image where this does seem to depict Shiva as a goddess. It's very difficult to find an image like this, but that's what I would remember. Shiva was a goddess, a female Hindu deity. More references, image searches relating to the goddess Shiva. Here is a good example of what I remember. A 6-armed figure, Hindu Shiva goddess statue. feminine. This is one of the very rare examples of Shiva as a female, but this is what I remembered all images looking like. But now, as you can see, if you look up an image search for Shiva, you will only find masculine depictions. So if this is a new Mandela Effect video for you, and where you thought that Shiva was, like myself, thought that she was a female figure, and now you are surprised to see that she is a male figure, please let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Thanks again.